It's going to be a big month. August is going to be a big deal. Let's see, since last episode, there was a couple of big events that happened. One of the things was Lorcana. So we did get approved as a Lorcana organized play store, which is a big part of our plan. And so that was really awesome to see. Also, we had a big release in Magic, Lord of the Rings, which we'll talk about in a bit, but that was also huge. So those were the two kind of highlights since we last talked. So how did the March of the Machine sets do? Coming out of Phyrexia into March of the Machines, I felt like March of the Machine was less people interested in it, but it was still pretty interesting. People still carried on that Phyrexia excitement into March of the Machine. So they carried that same excitement into March of the Machine, and then came March of the Machine Aftermath. These are Aftermath booster packs. We got an Epilogue booster pack and a Collector booster pack. The Epilogue pack has 5 cards in it, and the Collector pack has 6. I don't think Aftermath was that bad of a product. I think it was just really poorly communicated, poorly constructed. Like, the cards in the set were not bad cards. It's just the 5-card booster pack. It was weird. And because it was weird, nobody bought it. I still have tons of boxes left. It was one of those things that I had to, pay an invoice on, and I just have a bunch of it, and it's not going anywhere. And so you don't want those kind of things in the store because it's just dead money. And if you can't turn it, if you have to take a loss on it, it's bad for your business.
Wow, those are hard.
Yeah.
All right, the One Ring, ready? Gandalf.
The white.
Gandalf the White, nice.
Field Commander. Horizon Canopy.
Woo! That's a nice one.
Rosie. Voracious Fell Beast. And Gemstone Cavern.
Caverns! Nice hit, dude.
Nice.
Oh, ho! Wait, is that a search foil?
Yeah.
Whoa, dude. That's serious.
Is it?
Yeah. So Lord of the Rings, there was a lot of excitement around Lord of the Rings, not only because of the One Ring. So the One Ring only came in collector boosters. And so collector boosters obviously sold out instantly. I don't want to say instantly because, it took the first weekend or whatever. But after the first weekend, we were sold out of collector boosters. And there was a lot of excitement around that. But also around the IP. Lots of people who love Lord of the Rings, love the story. I think Wizards really hit it out of the park with the lore and the artwork and the way that they did those things. And so it was a big release in that way. A lot of people excited. We sold a lot of product, and people were generally happy with the set and the cards in it. Our future Universe Beyond set's good for the store. Lord of the Rings has a very nice cohesion with Magic in general. It's that kind of same vibe, fairy tale, knights, swords. When you have something like Fortnite or Doctor Who, it does fan service for those sectors, but I don't think it captures the Magic player like Lord of the Rings did. And so it really depends on the universe. We'll really see what does something like Doctor Who, what does that do, right? No one's been asking me about that. And so I don't expect that to sell very well. Not as well as Lord of the Rings, obviously.
I will tap out, minus the creature. I'll play Champion of Wits. When this enters battlefield, you may draw cards equal to its power. If you do, discard 2 cards. It's got Eternalize for 5 and 2 blue exile. It comes back as a 4/4 black zombie. And it's got the same thing.
So we're a commander store. We're commander focused. Will we be able to sell Commander Masters? I'm not sure. And the reason I say that, it's weird, but look, it's expensive. Asking someone to pay $400 for a set booster box, that's a big ask. One thing I know that we're selling is the commander decks. People are asking about the commander decks nonstop. The set boosters, people are less interested, kind of squeamish about. Collector boosters are less because there's only 4 packs. I am afraid we'll be stuck with a bunch of set boosters because they're too expensive. And what I'm afraid of is that we're going to be carrying that unless we cut down and take a loss on that stuff. And so we'll see. I mean, there's got to be a really big, incentive for people to buy those. Hey, if this is your first time and you're enjoying this series about me opening and running a local game store, make sure to get caught up on our previous episodes. Now, back to the show. So Disney Lorcana is a new card game that's coming out. It's by Ravensburger, who has licensed Disney properties to make a TCG. It's going to be a big release, and Lorcana since day one, I didn't even own a store when they announced Lorcana, and that was one of the things that kind of pushed me into making the retail space, was that it would mean that I get to carry Lorcana, which is it's going to be a big deal on release. I'm going to show you some really cool Disney Lorcana cards. These cards were released at the D23 Expo. They were the first time that Lorcana cards were ever released into the wild. This one right here is the Mickey Mouse Brave Little Tailor. This was given to every person who visited the Ravensburger booth. And then this set of 6 are a set that you can buy. There are only 900 of these sets in existence. You can see right here where it says Disney Expo and then it says first edition. So Lorcana releases in August. So the first kind of initial burst of Lorcana is going to happen at Gen Con. Gen Con, they're doing demos, they're doing big tournaments there. And I think like the week after Gen Con, we're going to start to see it show up in stores. I think it's August 19th or August 17th is when the stores, that's when it's on, that's when it's released. And so it's going to be a big month. August is going to be a big deal. This is our Lorcana Discord server. There's about 4,400 users in it. And currently right now there's 1,233 active. This has become the de facto Discord server for Disney Lorcana. Part of the strategy here was to build communities around Lorcana, be part of the first to the scene, with Lorcana, build communities around it and whatnot. And so we've been building online communities. We have the biggest Lorcana Discord out there. So our Lorcana Discord is the de facto Lorcana Discord. And so when it comes to ordering Lorcana, I ordered a lot. I've ordered more Lorcana than any Magic set that I've ever ordered. That's why it's a big month, because we have Lorcana releasing. We have to move through a lot of product. We have to get a lot of products. So there's so many little things moving, like, will we get enough product? If we do, we have to sell it, and that is all compounded by the fact that also we're releasing Commander Masters, which is the most expensive Magic set. Is it to date? I don't know, but it's probably it's definitely in the top 3 of like most expensive Magic sets released, right? So if the distributor comes back and says, hey, you can have all the stuff you ordered, then my invoice is going to be gigantic, and we're going to need to manage that, right? And that's going to be a challenge, and it'll be a make or break moment for the store. Thank you for watching this episode. There will be more to come, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. More information about my business, Alchemist Refuge, is on the screen and in the description. I hope to see you next time. Bye.